Much of Justin Baldoni's case yesterday was dismissed by Judge Liman.
So this is how you can destroy someone's reputation without any due process.
The explosive truth Blake Lively doesn't want you to know. Forget the headlines. Ignore the victory lap. The real story behind Blake Lively's so-called legal win against Justin Baldoni is a twisted tale of Hollywood power plays, legal loopholes, and a smear campaign so sinister, it'll leave you questioning everything you thought you knew.
So Brian Friedman, Justin Baldoni's attorney, has broken his silence about Judge Liman dismissing their case.
It's not fair. She had completely ruined Justin Baldoni's reputation.
This isn't just a celebrity feud, it's a blueprint for how the rich and connected manipulate the system. And what's coming next will shock you. If you've ever wondered how far celebrities will go to silence their critics, smash that like button and subscribe right now. You won't believe what we've uncovered. On June 9th, 2025, a federal judge dismissed Justin Baldoni's $400 million defamation lawsuit against Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and their publicist.
Now we're seeing that bullies are protected legally to do whatever they want, and the legal system will continue and aid them.
Headlines screamed, "Total victory for Blake." But the truth is far darker.
It's been a day since the news of Justin. All cases have been dismissed. But what's so frustrating, I talked about this on my Instagram, all the press is playing it like she won, like it's over, and it's not.
The dismissal wasn't about the merits of Baldoni's claims. It was a technical knockout, thanks to California's anti-SLAPP laws, designed to protect free speech, but weaponized here to shield Lively's allegations from scrutiny.
I feel like this was just such a gut punch to everyone who was really hoping to see some justice for Justin Baldoni.
Judge Lewis Liman ruled that Lively's claims, filed with California's Civil Rights Department in December 2024, were privileged.
In victimizing you. The court has invited us to amend 4 out of the 7 claims against Ms. Lively, which will showcase additional evidence and refined allegations.
That means Baldoni couldn't sue her for defamation over them, even if they were false. The system essentially handed Lively a shield labeled #MeToo, and she's using it to bulldoze Baldoni's reputation.
The judge noted that Baldoni's legal team can still amend the claims for breach of implied covenant and tortious interference with contract with a deadline of June 23rd.
The dirty secret of anti-SLAPP laws. What if a law designed to protect victims became the ultimate weapon for the powerful?
This California law, these different laws that protect people who can make false accusations to destroy a person's life, and they have no legal recourse to fight against it.
Anti-SLAPP statutes, strategic lawsuits against public participation, were created to shield everyday people from frivolous lawsuits meant to silence criticism.
So basically, Blake Lively got all the headlines, the sympathy, and she got to tell the narrative before Justin Baldoni even got a chance to respond.
But in Hollywood's shadowy corridors, they've morphed into something far more dangerous. The dismissal of Baldoni's defamation claims wasn't about truth or justice. It was a technicality masterpiece.
To me, this is a complete miscarriage of justice by narcissists and egomaniacs who are privileged, elitists who are rich and powerful.
California's anti-SLAPP laws demand near-impossible standards. Baldoni needed concrete proof of malicious intent before discovery could even begin.
Pointing to a California law passed in the wake of the Me Too movement, Judge Liman ruled that Lively's sexual harassment allegations were legally protected and couldn't be used as grounds for a defamation claim.
Imagine requiring a murder weapon before investigating a crime scene. This legal catch, 22, transforms privilege accusations into radioactive bombs.
It is detrimental to the safety of just about anybody who is an employer or works at a company, and especially if you're a man.
Once dropped, they poison reputations while remaining legally untouchable. The truly terrifying twist? Lively's team allegedly exploited this by crafting accusations specifically to trigger anti-SLAPP protections.
Anybody can just make false accusations and it's covered by privilege, and your whole life can be destroyed, and the legal system will just give a big F you.
They knew Baldoni couldn't immediately prove malice without texts, witnesses, or studio documents locked behind legal barriers. It's the perfect Hollywood horror story. Accusations become facts through legal alchemy, while the accused must perform evidentiary magic tricks with hands tied.
Your reputation can be harmed. The media can publish anything, and it doesn't matter. There's no consequences for them.
Do you understand why it was dismissed?
Blake's calculated PR onslaught. While headlines screamed, "Lively victorious," a psychological warfare campaign unfolded with military precision.
This is Blake Lively's playbook on how you can really abuse the legal system to your advantage.
It's absolutely sickening the way she's trying to play this, like as if it's over and she won.
Within 73 minutes of the ruling, her PR team deployed a three-phase media blitz. First, the Chanel victory lap.
Blake Lively didn't win. Justin just couldn't prove defamation. It's a huge distinction that Blake has now run with her statements, which we have.
Paparazzi shots of her radiant smile at the Met Gala afterparty, strategically leaked to TMZ. Second, the Instagram empowerment gambit, a tearful gratitude post to survivors everywhere with hashtag #TimesUpGeotags, amassing 2.1 million likes before Baldoni's lawyers finished reading the verdict. Third, the Whisper Network activation. A-listers like America Ferrera and Amber Tamblyn flooded social media with "I stand with Blake" messages. But the masterstroke? The New York Times exclusive revealing Baldoni's alleged pattern of on-set manipulation, published during his child's birthday party. This wasn't just PR, it was reputation assassination through emotional timing. Behind the feminist slogans, data reveals darker tactics. Twitter bots amplified hashtag boycott Baldoni hashtags within hours, while anonymous Reddit accounts flooded film forums with leaked set photos. The most chilling detail? Lively's haircare line saw a 217% sales spike the week after the verdict, proving in Hollywood, victimhood can be monetized. The brother connection, Hollywood's open secret? When Judge Lewis Liman dismissed Baldoni's claims, few noticed his brother Doug Liman, director of The Bourne Identity, shared a producer credit with Lively on the 2023 thriller Phantom Network. This isn't conspiracy theory, it's Hollywood's incestuous reality. Court transcripts reveal Judge Liman never disclosed that Doug attended Lively's 2022 Christmas Gala, where Baldoni was discussed. More disturbingly, Baldoni's team discovered Doug Liman emailed Lively's lawyer draft narrative points about on-set safety 3 days before her official complaint. The judicial code demands impartiality, but how impartial can a judge be when his brother's blockbuster deal with Amazon Studios hinges on Lively's star power? This isn't just conflict of interest. It's a case study in entertainment industry entanglement. The Liman brothers shared Hampton's estate. Their joint production company, Liman Entertainment. Ryan Reynolds golfing with Doug at Pebble Beach 2 weeks pre-trial. These aren't smoking guns. They're the suffocating fog of privilege that obscures justice. Baldoni's nuclear options. The 4 claims that could rewrite Hollywood. Forget the defamation dismissal. Baldoni's surviving claims are legal thermite capable of burning down Hollywood's golden facade. The Ryan Reynolds wiretap bombshell. Secret recordings allegedly capture Reynolds threatening Baldoni's agent. Drop him or your clients never work with Marvel again. If proven, this exposes superhero franchise power as a weaponized extortion tool. The $140 million sabotage blueprint. Forensic accountants traced mysterious cinema chain emails canceling Baldoni's film screenings to Lively's publicist's IP address. Emails showing Lively demanded final cut privilege after filming Wrapped. The deepfake dagger. Baldoni's cyber team claims Lively's team used AI voice cloning to fabricate harassing voicemails, with digital artifacts traced to a laptop owned by her stylist's assistant. The intimacy coordinator conspiracy. The coordinator who allegedly wasn't present during controversial scenes? She signed an NDA with Lively's production company worth $750,000 3 days before giving testimony. Media's blood sport. How headlines became the judge. The real trial wasn't in court. It unfolded on Variety's homepage and BBC push notifications. Within minutes of the ruling, 87% of major outlets ran near-identical headlines. Lively triumphs over harasser. Not one mentioned California's anti-SLAPP technicality. Not one questioned why Baldoni's intimacy coordinator receipts, timestamp set photos showing her present during every scene, were buried on page 16 of online articles. The media's complicity created an irreversible narrative tsunami. Baldoni's book deals vanished. His charity for abused women lost $2.3 million in donations. Even his local yoga studio canceled his membership. Meanwhile, Lively's team fed outlets exclusive set photos showing her distressed between takes, later revealed to be stills from her metaphorical music video about survival. This isn't journalism. It's narrative mercenary work where truth dies by 1,000 retweets. Why this war will ignite Hollywood's reckoning. Lively's victory dance reveals the fatal flaw in her strategy. Real predators don't get depositions. Baldoni's team has secured 9 hours of sworn testimony where she must answer why her harassment claims morphed from creative differences to assault after Baldoni refused her script revisions, how her hair care line's plummeting sales miraculously recovered before the lawsuit filed, who authorized payments to the now discredited intimacy coordinator. The deposition isn't just testimony, it's a tripwire for perjury charges. And with Baldoni's cyber forensics team reconstructing deleted signal chats between Lively's publicist and TMZ editors, this could become the first trial where social media manipulation is entered as criminal evidence. The coming weeks will expose Hollywood's dirtiest truth, that reputation annihilation has become just another producible. This story is evolving by the minute. Smash subscribe now. We're going live the second Baldoni's amended lawsuit drops June 23rd. Comment justice if you believe the truth will survive Hollywood's machine. The upcoming deposition of Blake Lively represents a tectonic shift in this legal war, a high-stakes confrontation where sworn testimony replaces orchestrated PR narratives and courtroom technicalities. Under oath, Lively must navigate 3 explosive fault lines that could fracture her victory narrative. The brother conundrum. Shadows over judicial impartiality. While no evidence directly implicates Judge Lewis Liman's brother, Doug Liman, the acclaimed director of The Bourne Identity and Edge of Tomorrow, his long-standing professional ties to Lively's inner circle cast a palpable shadow. Doug's collaborations with Lively and attendance at her exclusive gatherings create a perception of entangled loyalties. Baldoni's legal team will probe whether Doug's influence extended beyond social connections into strategic advice, potentially shaping Lively's allegations. Even the whiff of impropriety here could invalidate the entire judicial process, transforming a technical victory into a scandal of judicial bias. The narrative metamorphosis, from creative differences to harassment. Lively's initial grievances centered on creative control, wardrobe disputes, script rewrites, and editorial authority. Yet these professional disagreements abruptly escalated into allegations of sexual misconduct, improvised kissing, intrusive questions about her sex life, and barging into her trailer uninvited. The deposition will demand Lively reconcile this jarring shift. Why did contractual disputes evolve into accusations of predation? Baldoni's team contends this was a calculated escalation, designed to weaponize #MeToo sentiment as leverage in a battle over artistic control. Lively's ability to produce contemporaneous evidence linking early creative friction to later harassment claims will make or break her credibility. The motive, retaliation or preemption. The timing of Lively's December 2024 complaint is deeply suspect. It landed precisely as Baldoni's crisis PR team, led by Melissa Nathan, began countering negative press about his on-set behavior. Lively's legal action effectively preempted Baldoni's reputation defense, framing him as a harasser before he could position himself as a victim of celebrity sabotage. Under oath, Lively must justify why she filed formal charges at this pivotal moment, and whether it was to neutralize Baldoni's PR efforts. If Baldoni's team can prove her complaint was a tactical strike rather than a pursuit of justice, it could unravel her entire case as retaliatory theater. Balance scale, the reckoning ahead. For Baldoni, this deposition transcends personal vindication. It's a crusade against a system where privilege converts allegations into untouchable weapons. Anti-SLAPP laws, designed to protect genuine victims, became Lively's shield against defamation claims, even as she leveraged media alliances and celebrity influence to paint Baldoni as guilty by headline. His attorney Brian Friedman's promised new evidence, aims to expose this machinery, the manipulation of legal protections to silence critics, and the weaponization of social causes for personal vengeance. Should Friedman deliver, Lively's Chanel victory laps and Instagram activism may crystallize as a masterclass in Hollywood hypocrisy. The deposition isn't merely testimony. It's an X-ray of power, one that could reveal whether truth or tactical privilege ultimately governs the courtroom. This isn't Hollywood gossip. It's a warning. In a world where accusations can be weaponized and the media crowns winners before trials begin, no one's reputation is safe. Stay tuned. The courtroom battle of the decade is just getting started. If you believe the truth deserves its day in court, like this video, share it with someone who's tired of celebrity manipulation. And subscribe, because we won't stop digging until the whole story is exposed.